Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to paint this hutch that's behind me. It was really fun to do. I got a great deal on it, buying it off of Facebook Marketplace for $75. And I was really excited about that because it had the exact lines and everything that I like about it. Keep watching and I'll show you everything I did to create this white hutch. Hi guys, here's a look at my hutch that I purchased. Going to be redoing it. There's several imperfections that we're going to address first, and then we'll get started with painting. The first thing I need to do is remove the hardware on the drawers in the cabinets. At one point, somebody hung some mugs under here. So I'm just going to remove these screws.
So we're going to move these little spindle railings here, and really we lucked out because they're just glued in place inside or down into this shelf piece. So we're going to kind of just move them back and forth to get the glue kind of dislodged, and then we're just going to slowly work off this top piece. And then sometimes you might be left over with one little peg, and I'm just using like a plumber's helper here just to kind of slowly twist them out to kind of reduce the risk of damaging the wood.
We're also going to remove the screws from the cabinet doors so that I don't paint over the hardware. We have several of these little circles that are missing on the bottom half, so we're just going to replace them all with these that we bought. We popped out all of the wood caps, and now we're going to put the new ones in we got from Lowe's, and we're just using a little bit of wood glue to hold them in place. To seal up these holes that we had whenever we pulled out the spindles, we're just going to use some wood filler and put it in and then let it dry overnight. The wood filler sit overnight, and now I'm just taking my sanding block and I'm just lightly sanding it so that it's a smooth surface for when I paint. So now I'm finally ready for my paint, and I'm going to be using chalk paint, and I like the Annie Sloan chalk paint in pure white, but I only have about half of this, so I'm going to start by putting a layer of the white chalk paint from Walmart on first, and then this will be my second coat. So I've never used the chalk paint from Walmart, so hopefully it turns out okay, and we'll see how it works with the layering. I want to show you guys what brush I'm using. I'm going to be using this Annie Sloan brush, but if you didn't want to get just this expensive of a brush, these are, I don't know, maybe around $30, $40. I can't remember how much I paid for it. I did see something similar to this at Walmart for around $10, so that could be an option for you as well. the second layer of paint, I'm going to use the Annie Sloan chalk paint in pure white. But I did like how the Walmart paint did on the first layer. You can already see like there's some neat cracking. So we'll do a second layer and see how it goes. I ended up needing 3 coats of this white paint, so I just added an additional coat of the Walmart paint, and it turned out really well, and I was happy with the results on the Walmart paint. From there, I just took some sandpaper and did a light distressing around the edges of all of the pieces. After I've got everything distressed, then I came back in with my Annie Sloan clear wax. And with clear wax, the thing you need to remember is less is more. So I dip my brush in the clear wax and I'm just lightly putting it around the piece. And then I'll let that sit overnight, and then the next day I'll just buff it off with a towel, and it works great. It will harden over time to really seal in your piece. And then I just added the hardware. I didn't do anything to it because it had this great age to it, and I love the way it looks with the white. And that's it. I love how it turned out. I also made this really neat farmhouse sign, and that is going to be my next video. I will show you how I made that farmhouse sign for only $9, as well as several other farmhouse DIYs that I made. If you guys like this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. It really helps to support my channel, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.